Today's lesson, Chapter 2, Lesson 9, is on multiplying mixed numbers. This is going to be slightly more difficult than what we did yesterday, multiplying fractions, but basically the same idea. Let's take a look at a problem. 3 1/2 times 2 2/5. Now the most common mistake I see is people will multiply the fractions together and then multiply the mixed numbers and multiply the whole numbers together. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. That's going to give you a wrong answer. What you have to do in order to make this work is turn your mixed number into an improper fraction first. So remember how we do that. We take our whole number, we multiply by our denominator, and add our numerator. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And our denominator stays the same. With our other fraction, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12, and our denominator stays the same. Now, we can take out our common factors. 2 and 12 can both be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. And we get an answer of 42 fifths. 7 times 6 is 42. 1 times 5 equals 5. Now, obviously, we can't stop with 42 fifths. We now have to turn it back into a mixed number. So remember how we do that. We divide. 42 divided by 5 will give us 8, with 2 left over, so that's 8 2/5. So 3 1/2 times 2 2/5 will give us 8 2/5. Now let's try a problem for you to do on your own. I'd like you to multiply 3 1/3 times 2 3/4 times 1 4/5. I know this is 3 factors and we've so far only worked with 2. Give it a shot, it works the exact same way. Hit pause now, and when you hit play, I will give you the answer. The correct answer to this problem was 16 1/2. Look at how we solved this. First, we turned each mixed number into an improper fraction. 3 1/3 is 10 thirds, 2 3/4 was 11 fourths, and 1 4/5 was 9 fifths. Now we're going to divide out common factors. I promise it's going to be much easier to do it this way than to wait till the end and deal with some huge numbers. 10 and 5 can both be divided by 5, so we got 2 and 1. 9 and 3 can both be divided by 3, so we now have 3 and 1. Now this 2 that we had can still be simplified further because both 2 and 4 can be divided by 2. So this 2 becomes a 1 and our 4 becomes a 2. So even though there's a lot crossed out, we've actually made this a pretty simple problem. 1 times 11 times 3 gives us 33, and 1 times 2 times 1 gives us 2, 33 halves. Now obviously we can't leave it like that, so we had to turn our improper fraction back into a mixed number. 33 divided by 2 gave us 16 1/2. If you got that right, great job. This was not an easy problem. If not, look over the work, see if you can figure out where you made a mistake. The last problem I want you to try on your own is 5 1/4 times 3. Now again, there's a little bit of a trick here, so let's see if you can figure it out. Hit pause, and when you hit play, I will give you the answer. The correct answer to this problem was 15 3/4. Did you remember that you could turn the whole number 3 into 3 over 1? This is always true with mixed numbers. With whole numbers. They can always be rewritten as a fraction by taking the whole number, making it a numerator, and simply putting it over a denominator of 1. Remember, 3 divided by 1 would give you 3, so we're still working with the same value. It's just another way of writing. As for 5 1/4, we had to turn it into an improper fraction. 21/4. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21, and our denominator stays the same. Now there are no common factors to divide out here. I know 21 and 3 have common factors, but it's got to be one numerator and one denominator in order to work. So 21 times 3 gives us 63, and 4 times 1 gives us 4. 63/4. And we have to turn that back into a mixed number, so we divide. 63 divided by 4, and we get 15 3/4. That's our answer. You got it right. Great job. I'm really proud of you for remembering that trick. If not, now you remember, and next time I won't catch you off guard.